Shalom, 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 and welcome to Just the Word Shorts. Chazak Aliyahu, and we are here for yet another video on a topic that many people do not speak about, and that is the hallmark of Just the Word Shorts, to dig into minute details that most people will not go into. And today we are going to be looking at the danger of lust to our self-control. In a previous video, we looked at self-control and how critical it is. Today we look at lust and how it impacts that self-control and indirectly destroys our way to salvation. Watch this video, please.
Then, when lust hath conceived,
No, sorry. Before you go further, let's look at the meaning of lust. Every man is tempted when he's drawn away of his own lust. That is where self-control is required. Lust there is epitomia, which means desire, craving, longing, desire for what is forbidden. Lust, desire for what is forbidden. Lust. So this lust, every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own desire for what is forbidden, of his own craving, of his own longing. Then go to verse 14.
but every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust and enticed.
Continue.
Then, when lust hath conceived, it bringeth forth sin, and sin, when it is finished, bringeth forth death.
Do not.
Do not err, my beloved brethren.
Yes. So this now, what we're going to give us a little cheat sheet of how not to sin. This self-control thingy that is so little mentioned in the scriptures. Notice what it says. Every man is tempted when he's drawn away of his own lust. So you're drawn away of your own lust. But what do you do when the lust comes? When lust hath conceived, it bringeth forth sin. This is when Hua was drawn away of her own lust, when she saw that it was good for food and good for the eyes and a food to make one wise. That is the lust. The decision factor determines whether we sin. Whether we exercise self-control and say, no, not going to do it. Or we go according to our own desires. Yeah? So when lust hath conceived, that is when now we explode and say, no, I'm going to do it. It bringeth forth sin. And sin, when it is finished, bringeth forth what? Death. Because the wages of sin is death. So we do not want death. So we must know that our lust we're going to go to a different degree now. Our lust will make us hate Yahuwah, which will make him lead us into deception. That's how dangerous this thing is. Well, every week, teachings make you weary. Don't think I'm doing this, people, because I am a sadist wanting to to pummel you every day. But boy, when you look at the word in truth, it is very burdensome indeed. So let's go to the book of Tehillim, chapter 81, verse 11 to 16. That's how important self-control is. It will make us haters of the Most High. And I have to repent before the Most High as these words come out and show up the, imperfections in me, even as I'm presenting it to others. Psalms 81, verse 1. No, we're not at verse 1, are we? What did we say? Verse 11, sorry.
But my people would not hearken to my voice, and Yasharal would none of me.
Therefore, remember the process. You know the command, but then your desires now put you into a decision-making process. The Most High is saying the people would not hear his voice. Now, this is why when we speak here, people don't hear. Because of the lack of what? Self-control. The people who are listening to us, and don't think I'm saying that you alone are lacking self-control. As I told you, that these things make me have to repent as well. The people who are hearing us here who cannot and will not listen to us, it is because of lack of self-control. Their desires in this world and their lusts in this world, they have to satisfy. Can you turn on the lights, please? They have to satisfy. And when we are satisfying our lust and our desires, we cannot obey the commands of Yahuwah. We cannot. So let's go to verse 12.
So I gave them up unto their own heart's lust.
Oh, baby. You see where self-control comes in. Remember, Hua knew the command. Hua did not obey the command. So she was given up to her own heart's lust. The Most High is not going to stop us from going after our lusts and desires. You could pray until now, till thine kingdom come, for the Most High to stop you from doing this. He will not. As HaMashiach said in the books of the Nazarene, Yahuwah will not do for you what you can do for yourself. So Yahuwah leaves you to make these decisions. Now, when you make these decisions, he just sits and waits and says, I'll give them up to their own heart's lust. Read 11 to 12, please.
But my people would not hearken to my voice, and Yasharal would none of me. So I gave them up unto their own heart's lust, and they walked in their own counsels.
So whatever we deliberate, he allows us to do it. Verse 13.
Oh, that my people had hearkened unto me, and Yasharal had walked in my ways. I should soon have subdued their enemies, and turned my hand against their adversaries.
Wow. So there is a reward for us to obey him, to have self-control. He will keep our enemies away. You see? This is serious. Continue.
The haters of Yahuwah should have submitted themselves unto him.
So. Because we did not hearken unto his voice, and we went according to our own desires, he says we hate him. He says the haters of Yahuwah should have submitted themselves unto him, but their time should have endured forever. Verse 16.
He should have fed them also with the finest of the wheat, and with honey out of the rock should I have satisfied thee.
So, the Most High rewards us. So, like when you have self-control with food. When you have self-control with food, which one of the greatest, that's why we use the account in Genesis. When you have lack of self-control with food, sometimes you feel as if you cannot do without a certain food. The Most High says, I would have feed you with the finest of the wheat, and with honey out of the rock should I have satisfied thee. That means when we think we can't do without a certain food, the Most High says he has food lined up for us that he will use to satisfy us. Had we just not beckoned to our own desires. So our lust will not allow us to do his commandments. That's why he says we are haters of him. 1 John 5:3. Our lust will not allow us to do his commandments. Go ahead, please.
For this is the love of Yahuwah, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous.
His commandments are not grievous. This is the love of Yahuwah. So this is why we are haters of him. If we do not keep his commandments, he says we hate him. And he says, and his commandments are not grievous. Let us think about it. They are not grievous, but yet still we act as if we have to disobey his commandments. Yeah? This is how we get in trouble with the Most High.